Right the folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today we've got a beer coming out of Vault City and it is their Love Potion, a raspberry, chocolate and chili sour, coming in at 6.8% ABV. I must have picked this up around Valentine's earlier on this year. I think I actually really got it afterwards. Whenever the Iron Brew stuff came out, that must have been when I bought it. Well, maybe even it was after that. I can't remember. I haven't bought from Vault City for, well, since, probably like February time, because there's nothing really that appeals to me at the minute, and I've really gone off sours. I've bought a couple here and there, but not too interested in buying them at the minute because it's fucking roasting hot, and I'd rather have lots of crispy boys. I've got shit tons of lagers, especially after being in Czech and stuff. I've just been after the lagers all the time, so let's finally get around to doing this. I'm only doing it because it's taking up space in the fridge really, and it is a little bit interesting, I suppose, with being chili. I do enjoy chocolate and chili combo, but mainly in like imperial stouts and that sort of thing. And that's another style I've really gone off of late, is imperial stouts. You won't see any on the channel for a bit of a while, at least Christmas. Christmas, but when the dark nights start coming in and Seaside Marks starts going down Sanford Lane more, and he gets all anxious and stuff, and he thinks he's going to die and all that sort of shit, that's when I get onto the imperial stout. Not based off anything to do with Seaside Mark, but anyway, sour beer, product of Scotland. Got some Scottish tunes in the background. There's a good one up next. There's good farmer's tune up next. It's a perfect time of year to add a little spice to your life. Summer. Love Potion blends juicy raspberries with velvety smooth chocolate and a delicate spark of chili heat, balancing sweetness, richness, and just the right amount of fiery warmth. White chocolate and chili have long been associated with romance. Have they? Alright. And aphrodisiacal, fucking hell, easy for me to say, qualities. Let's be clear, this beer makes no promises to improve your love life, but it is a flavour you might just fall in love with. Alright then. Ingredients are water, multi-barley, raspberry, chalaka, chili flakes, hops and yeast. I fucking love chalaka. So how they've managed to achieve, it's chocolate, isn't it? It's not white chocolate. I read somewhere, why am I thinking it's white chocolate? Wild chocolate, that's it. Fucking dyslexic, fucked hard. White chocolate, wild chocolate, mongoloid. Jesus. I mean, that's me naming it for myself. I'm not using it as an offensive term other than to use it against myself. Right, let's use a Scottish glass for a Scottish beer. Probably should have rolled this beverage as well. Tempest glass went up there. Love this style of glassware as well. I haven't used it for ages, hence fucking DGM. I maybe used it once, but the colour you would expect. Sweet, really sweet on the nose. Actually, the last time I had a Vault City beer was probably like the Imperial Stouts. I think even when Adam came down, we did have a Vault City beer then, didn't we? But we had the Vault City, all the Imperial Stouts. We'll try to do as many Imperial Stouts as we could, and that didn't get very far the first time. Well, we got far enough, but it's quite hard doing fucking 5 Imperial Stouts back to back. But yeah, we'll dive in on this on the nose. Yeah, sweet raspberry, creamy kind of chocolatey notes. Vanilla. Not really getting a hit of the chili. Maybe just a slight warming note, but yeah, very sweet, I'd say, and chocolatey. We'll dive in. Cheers. Oh, definitely a tingle, isn't there? Definitely is a bit of a tingle. Oh yeah, it's not like intense chili. But yeah, it's definitely there on the back end. You're getting this kind of like tingly, chocolatey, raspberry sort of flavour, slightly warming. It is building, definitely building that heat. It's not like the gozes, the chili gozes and stuff I had when I was out in Estonia. Like the fucking Bloody Mary ones. But it definitely has a chili that kind of builds, and it's not quite as fresh as that chili that was in the tomato gozes and that sort of thing I was having out there. But still, interesting enough. I think the raspberry dominates. I don't think that you get quite as much chocolate as I was kind of thinking you'd get. I was thinking it'd be quite a lot more chocolatey. It's kind of raspberry, tart, sweet, very sweet, and then a little bit of a chocolatey sort of note. It dominates the chocolate note, it dominates on the nose, but on the taste, it's not really quite there as much as what the chili is. The chili's there in the back end and tingles, and it's gentle, but then it builds and builds and builds and builds. So yeah, not the best balanced beer, but interesting to try nonetheless. Never know it's 6.8%. Never know it was at all. But yeah, Love Potion from Vault City. Yeah, not bad. See you next one. Cheers. Throw the camera on the floor.